Hi, it's Tegan. Okay, I am back to you guys with another pretty exciting video. Basically, I am going to be participating in a really fun read-a-thon. The read-a-thon is called the O.W.L.s Magical Read-A-Thon. It was created by a channel called O.W.L.s. I will obviously leave her video explaining this read-a-thon down below because I am not going to be able to explain it very well to you guys. I have seen this read-a-thon going around BookTube before, but every time I've seen it, it's like either been like halfway through the read-a-thon or at the end of the read-a-thon and I haven't been able to join in. But this time, although I am 2 days late because it did start on April 1st and it is currently the 2nd where I live, I'm gonna be participating in it. It is a Harry Potter based tag and it's based on the O.W.L. exams that the students of Hogwarts take in their 5th year. So there's a list of courses that you can take and then there is a reading prompt corresponding to each course. So along with the I'm not sure of the girl's name, but O.W.L.s, the person that created this tag, she went above and beyond creating this tag. I went ahead and printed out some of the pages that she made because it made it a bit easier for me to choose all the classes and stuff that I wanted to take. But she wrote this letter that is from Minerva McGonagall. So basically it says that in order to achieve an acceptable, you have to read 2 books. In order to achieve an exceeds expectations, you have to read 6 books. And in order to achieve an outstanding, you have to read at least 9 books. And there are 12 classes available for you to take and each class has a reading prompt corresponding to it. It's such a cool concept. This year as well, she didn't do this last year, but this year as well, she created a bunch of wizarding careers that you can choose from. And for each career, she's included the different classes that you have to take and the exams that you have to pass in order to then move on to your newts to then be able to be in that career. And I went through all of the different careers. You don't have to choose a career, you can just do the prompts, but I thought it was really fun idea to do the careers and I decided to go with a Magizoologist because reading through the Harry Potter series, the animals and the creatures were always one of my favorite parts. That's why I was so excited when Fantastic Beasts was being released because it's all about the creatures. But yeah, so I decided to go with this. And with this career, there are 4 different exams that you have to pass, so that's 4 different reading prompts. But I really wanted to try and get that outstanding for the read-a-thon. So I am going to be doing these 4, and then I'm also going to be doing 5 extra prompts. So I will hopefully be reading 9 books throughout this month just because I wanted to choose a career because it was like a really fun thing, but then I also wanted to get that outstanding. So I could probably do quite a few of these careers, but I'm sticking with my Magizoologist. So with that very long intro out of the way, I am going to be jumping straight into the books that I am going to be reading for this read-a-thon, along with which classes and prompts they correspond with, obviously. So starting with the courses that I have to take to complete the Magizoologist OWL qualifications, there is Care of Magical Creatures, which the prompt for this one is to read a book with a land animal on the cover. And I don't actually own a lot of books that have land animals on the cover. Most of the books that I own that have animals on them, it's like a bird or something, so it actually took me a little bit to come up with this. But seeing as this is a Harry Potter read-a-thon and I've been wanting to reread the Harry Potter series for quite a while and I haven't gotten around to doing it, I decided to go with Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone for this one. And if you can see, there is a unicorn in the corner of this book, so it works. I will most likely be reading my less beat up copy of this book to kind of preserve this one a little bit more, but this one has a badger on it, so I mean, it counts. So yeah, I'm going to be rereading Harry Potter and the Philosopher's/Sorcerer's Stone, the first book in the Harry Potter series, and I'm really excited to be doing so because it's been a while since I've read this book. The next class that I have to take is Charms, and the prompt for this one is Age Line, read an adult book. And once again, I don't really have very many adult books on my shelves because I mostly read YA, and the ones that I do have, I'm not really in the mood to read this month. So this one I went with Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. She's one of my all-time favorite authors and I have read this book before. I absolutely adore this book and it is an adult book. She's written 2 adult books and yeah, I'm really excited to reread this because it has been years since I reread this, so I'm really happy that this month is giving me the chance to do that. Next up is Herbology, and the prompt for this one is a plant on the cover. And for this, I am going with Me and Earl and the Dying Girl by Jessie Andrews, which once again is a reread, but it's been quite a while since I read this book, and I'm just like in the mood to reread a lot of my favorite books this month for some reason. But this book, it's got some fake plants on the cover. I don't know if that counts, but there's still plants on the cover, so I'm going with it. And I'm really excited to reread this book because I absolutely adore Jessie Andrews' writing. And finally, the last class that is required with the Magizoologist career is potions. And the prompt to go along with that is Next Ingredient, a sequel. And for that, I'm going with Into Deep from the 39 Clue series. This one's by Jude Watson. These are books, the 39 Clue series are books that I loved and enjoyed and collected from when I was really little, and I've actually been going back through and reading them, and I've actually been listening to the audiobooks of these ones. And so this is book 6 in the series, so it is a sequel. And yeah, I'm really excited to get into this one and continue on with the series. They're really quick, they're children's books, so it's really quick to get through, and the audiobooks are only like 2 hours long when I'm listening to them on 2x speed, so I know I won't have any issues getting through this. But yeah, I'm really excited for this one. And now moving on to the books that aren't required, but the ones that I want to do to get to that outstanding level. So the first one, the class is Ancient Runes, and the prompt is a retelling, so read a book that's a retelling. And I've got a few of these on my shelves, but the one that I have been meaning to read for forever is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. I checked this book out from the library like 5 years ago, and I think I read like half of it before it was due back in, and I didn't renew it, so I just handed it back in, and then I bought it and I have not finished it, and I really need to read this entire trilogy. So I'm really excited that this readathon is giving me the chance to get into this book and actually finish it this time. And this is a slight retelling of Beauty and the Beast, which is really cool, and I adore Sarah J Maas's writing from what I've read from her, so yeah, I'm really excited to get into this one. Next is Arithmancy, and the prompt for this one is a work written by more than one author. And this one may seem a bit ambitious, and that is Gemina by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Now, this is a very large chunky book. It is like 660 pages long, so it is a very chunky book. However, these books, it's not all writing, so it's told through a lot of different forms of writing, and Illuminate didn't take me very long to get through, and it's only like 100 pages less than this one, so I don't think it'll take me very long to get through it. Also, I just finished reading Illuminate, rereading Illuminate, so I could continue on with the series, and so I really just want to jump into this one, so I'm hoping that this won't hinder me too much, but it shouldn't take me too long to read, I hope, so I'm excited to jump into this one. The next class is Divination, and the prompt for this one is to read a book set in the future. And if you know me at all, you know I absolutely adore dystopian books, so this one really wasn't any issue at all for me to find one. But the book I'm going to be reading is City of Ember by Jeanne Duprow, and I am really excited to read this. I absolutely adored the movie when I was younger, but I never actually read the book to go along with it, and so I'm really excited to read this one. And it's not very long, so it really shouldn't take me very long to get into it, but yeah, I'm excited to jump back into another dystopian book. And the 8th exam that I will be taking is History of Magic, and the prompt for this one is to read a book published at least 10 years ago, and for that I'm going with If You Come Softly by Jacqueline Woodson. And this is actually a book that I got in John Green's new book club that he's doing called Life's Library. And I got this one and I never actually ended up reading it, and I'm really excited to do so because he seems so excited about this book, and he said that he absolutely adores it, and it's less than 200 pages long, so I know it won't take me very long to get through it. And this book was actually published in 1998, so it is over 20 years old, so this one is perfect for this challenge. And finally, the last exam that I will be taking is for Muggle Studies, and this is to read a contemporary novel. And it might come as absolutely no surprise to any of you that I adore contemporary books, so this really wasn't a very big issue at all for me to choose one. But I am going with An Abundance of Catherines by John Green. This is the only John Green book that I have not read yet, and I desperately need to read it because I need to have read all of John Green's books because I adore him and his writing and all of his books so much. So I'm really so excited to jump into this one because I know I will love it so much. And yeah, I'm so excited that I'm getting the chance to read this during this read-a-thon. So yes, those are the 9 books that I am hoping to get to this month throughout the O.W.L. Magical Read-A-Thon. I'm really hoping that I do. I'm not too sure if I will be able to, given that I am in uni this month and I have exams and assignments due this month, so it might be a bit of an issue for me, but I'm going to be trying my absolute hardest. I at least want to get through 6 of them so that I can get exceeds expectations on the O.W.L.s, but to read all 9 and get outstanding would be incredible. So yeah, I'm really excited for what this month holds, and I will be trying to post at least 1 vlog at the end of this month. I'm not sure, or maybe like 2 throughout the month, like every 2 weeks, and then obviously my wrap up at the end. I'm not going to be able to do like every day or every week probably, but I'll try and keep you guys updated on how I'm going with this readathon. Obviously, I am so very excited to be participating in this readathon, and I am going to go and get reading because I am already 2 days behind, so I have got to catch up. So yes, I am very excited. I hope that you guys are too. Please let me know down below if you are participating and what your TBRs are. I would absolutely love to know. If you guys enjoyed this video, you can give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And you can hit that subscribe button down below if you would like to stay updated with my readathon progress. And that is going to be about it for this video today. I'm Tegan, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!